So, mindfulness, huh? It's like this buzzword you hear everywhere. But I didn't really, get what it meant until I tried that whole mindful meditation thing. Honestly, my first attempt was, well, let's say chaotic.
Chaotic? Now I'm intrigued. What happened?
Oh, I went into it thinking, how hard can this be? You just sit and breathe, right? But I couldn't stop my brain from bouncing all over the place. I was thinking about groceries, my next meeting, even the weird noise my fridge makes. It was overwhelming.
That actually sounds pretty common. Mindfulness doesn't naturally come easy, especially at first. Did something shift after that session?
Yeah, weirdly, it did. I mean, I didn't have this enlightenment moment or anything, but afterwards, I started realizing how impatient I am just in daily life. I'd catch myself snapping at little things,
That's a great observation. Mindful practices often shine a light on our habits. Deep breathing and pausing, for instance, create this space where we can notice our own reactions before they spiral.
Totally. I think breathing exercises did that for me after a while. When I actually focused on just my breath, it felt weirdly grounding, like I stopped stressing for a few seconds.
Exactly. And that grounding helps calm both the body and mind. Deep breathing is more than just pausing. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us relax and reset. It's fascinating how something so simple
can be so effective, right? And then there's the body scan thing. That was a trip for me.
The body scan is quite meditative, isn't it? Slowly bringing attention to different parts of the body can heighten your awareness and cultivate patience. Did you find it helped?
Oh, absolutely. Once I stopped giggling. I mean, who thinks about their right elbow? But when I leaned into it, I noticed tension I didn't even know I was holding. It was kind of wild.
Wild, but so valuable. That awareness you're describing, it's a first step toward empathy, both for yourself and others. Regular mindfulness practice helps us develop patience with what's happening internally, which in turn makes us more compassionate externally.
That's the part that really stuck with me. I started catching myself before reacting. It's kind of like hitting pause, but for emotions. And honestly, it's been huge in how I deal with people.
It's incredible, isn't it? The ability to be present instead of reactive. These foundational techniques like breathing and body scans are really just the beginning.
All right, so speaking of self-awareness, here's a confession. I am not a morning person. I'll sleep through 3 alarms, and if I manage to slap on some mascara before running out the door, I call that a win. But seriously, how does mindfulness even fit into mornings like that?
It can be simpler than you'd think. My own morning routine is actually quite brief. I set aside 5 minutes, just 5, to sit quietly and focus on my breathing before starting the day. Simple things can be immensely powerful, Ruby.
5 minutes? That's doable. But wait, how do you even make yourself sit still? I feel like I'd start planning my day. Or, I don't know, scrolling Instagram 2 minutes in.
That's a struggle most people face. But mindfulness isn't about being entirely free of distraction. It's about noticing when your mind wanders and gently bringing it back. Over time, that practice becomes a habit of mindfulness in everyday life.
Right, like strengthening a muscle. Okay, I've tried this in the morning once or twice. I'll sit there trying to breathe all Zen-like, but then I realize my neighbors are having some full volume drama at 7 a.m. and that's where my focus goes. So what's the workaround for that?
The beauty of imperfect mindfulness. It's not about having the perfect environment. It's about how you respond. Unavoidable distractions, like your spirited neighbours, become part of the practice. You notice them, don't fight or attach to them, and refocus. It's a skill, really.
Okay, fair. So mindfulness isn't about tuning the world out. It's about tuning into yourself, even when it's messy.
Exactly. And that internal tuning helps recalibrate how we communicate externally. Imagine approaching conversations with genuine presence. You start listening fully, noticing not just words, but emotions and context too. It transforms interactions.
That makes so much sense, actually. I mean, there have been moments where I wasn't just reacting on autopilot. Instead of snapping at someone, I paused. And suddenly the conversation would shift completely.
Precisely. These moments of pause reduce burnout too. By taking that breath or those 5 minutes in the morning, we reserve mental energy, allowing us to handle challenges without constantly being overwhelmed.
That's huge for me. I can't tell you how often I've hit the wall because I don't even realize I'm running on empty. And maybe just stopping for a moment would help reset.
It absolutely does. Incorporating mindfulness, even in tiny doses, can have profound effects. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency and self-kindness, building the habit gradually.
You know, that all really clicked for me, the idea of mindfulness as more of a muscle to strengthen. But honestly, I feel like the hardest part is figuring out how to squeeze it into the chaos of life, especially on days when everything feels overwhelming. So how do you keep it from feeling like just another thing to check off a list?
Exactly, and when mindfulness becomes a part of your routine, even in small, seemingly insignificant ways, it tends to build resilience, almost like an emotional foundation you can rely on in challenging times.
Right, and what sticks with me is how adaptable it can be. Like, I know this caregiver, she's a neighbour actually, always running ragged between work and looking after her dad. Total superhero vibes. But she started using just like 10 minutes of meditation before bed. And it actually changed everything for her. She said it went from feeling like she was drowning to, I don't know, treading water at least.
That's such a powerful example. A consistent practice, even brief, creates a scaffolding for our well-being. For caregivers especially, maintaining that sense of balance isn't just helpful, it's necessary.
Totally. And what clicked for me is how, for her, it wasn't even fancy or perfectly planned. It was about carving out a tiny bit of time that was just hers, like reclaiming some of her day, you know?
And that's key. Mindfulness is deeply personal. It's not about following a strict format, but shaping it to suit your needs. Whether it's a brief pause in the evening, a mindful walk, or just a few deep breaths during the day, it's the consistency that proves transformative over time.
It's funny because once you start doing it, you realize how much it sneaks into everything else. Like you're having a tough conversation or, you know, life just throws you one of its lovely curveballs and suddenly you're breathing, pausing instead of spiraling, at least most of the time.
Precisely. And those moments of regained control, those deliberate choices, they accumulate. They help us sustain resilience, allowing us to respond rather than react, which is crucial not just for caregivers, but, frankly, for all of us navigating life's uncertainties.
It's like one small pause for your breath, one giant leap for your sanity.
Well said. And on that note, I think this is a wonderful place to wrap up for today. Mindfulness isn't a quick fix, but it's a practice, a powerful one, that evolves with us as we go.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm walking away from this thinking I've got steps. I mean, baby steps, but still. Thanks for sharing this, Eric.
It's been a pleasure, Ruby, as always. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us in this conversation. We hope you found something here to inspire or support you on your journey.
Absolutely. And hey, maybe next time you're stressed, just try finger breathing or giggling through a body scan. Tiny wins, people.
And with that, we'll say goodbye for now. Take care and remember, even the smallest mindful moment makes a difference.